Hey, what is up guys? DRC3 here, back with another My Hero Ultra Impact video, and today we have some big news. Now, it's not quite the news we were hoping for. We were hoping for news on the JP 2-year anniversary, but instead we got news on a new general pool unit that is coming out before the 2-year anniversary. The data download for the 2-year anniversary will probably be towards the end of the month, around the 26th, if it is anything like last year's JP anniversary. So don't worry guys, it's coming. We'll get anniversary news soon, but for now we have Ojiro, a new Ojiro coming to the game along with his own event and a new banner. So the event is going to be called Contemplation Tailman's Hero Vision. The event is supposed to be going from the 16th of May till the 30th of May, and then the banner is supposed to be going from the 16th of May until the 1st of June. So this banner will actually be running at the same time as the anniversary banner potentially. So I'm gonna have a little bit of advice on this for you guys. I would recommend only doing dailies on this banner until the anniversary banner comes out. Summon on the anniversary banner. If you get the anniversary characters, then if you have hero gems left over, then come back and summon on this banner. Otherwise, I recommend just saving completely, because this banner is not even worth it. I'm not even going to do a separate video where I say, you know, pass or pull, because just literally do not pull on this banner if you can help yourself, if you can hold back. I know it's a new character and new characters are always hype. I, of course, am going to be summoning because I love bad decisions and also for content, but you know, don't summon on this banner if you guys can help it. This is going to be for the events. It's going to be a shop event where you're able to buy all the tickets like you have been in the past and stuff like that. You'll be able to buy all these silver tickets. So if you want to use anything, use some silver tickets on Ojiro. You know, you get them free from the event. Use those silver tickets for Ojiro. Try not to spend hero gems if you can help yourself. We are getting a free-to-play memory. We're also getting an SR memory in the banner. We're getting a UR memory in the banner, as well as the character. However, there is no new SR character this time, and that kind of sucks, but it looks like they're probably not going to be doing SR characters with the shop events anymore, so that's fine, kind of to be expected. But there's not even an SR character on the banner, so that's interesting. I think maybe they've realized they have too many SR characters coming into the game, and SRs are starting to kind of like outweigh the URs because they're able to get to level 120 easier than people are able to get a level 130 UR. So maybe they're like slowing down on the SRs a little bit, but everything could change with the anniversary. So it's kind of up in the air right now what's going on with the SRs. Just keep that in mind. Moving forward though, they might be changing the format for the way they give us SRs free to play or on banners in the game. So this is the new event coming with Tailman. Also, here is the banner featuring these two new memories. We have a memory with Uraraka and then a memory with Mina, and we'll talk about what they do and look at all of their arts right now. This is the free-to-play memory for Ojiro's event. It is called Combo Move of Light, featuring Aoyama and Toru. It increases characters' action skill impact by 40% when equipped by a UA high class 1A character. Also increases characters plus ultra gauge by 10% when used in a successfully executed skill chain up to 5 times. Increasing characters' action skill impact isn't like the greatest thing. It's okay. I mean, 40% is decent, right? But this would be better if it was like crit or something else. Just skill impact by itself isn't, it's not all that great, right? But then this part right here makes the free-to-play memory somewhat decent because it increases characters plus ultra gauge by 10%. Increasing plus ultra gauge is always good, but 10% is like such a minuscule amount, right? But then it's also a technical hit because it's when used in a successfully executed skill chain up to 5 times. A successfully executed skill chain up to 5 times is actually pretty decent. That's not too bad, so you're getting technical hits out of it. So if you just need a technical hit memory and you don't have any other technical hit memories that are better, which there are, you know, far better ones in the game that give you crit, technical hit, and plus ultra gauge raise, you know, then this could be a decent memory for you if you just lack other memories. But other than that, it's not the greatest free-to-play memory, so take that how you will. I don't think you need to keep extra copies. Just get 1 copy, fully DX it, and you're good for the event. The new summonable SR memory is really gutted. Like, it's so they have made this banner, I will say, at least I definitely feel like they've made this banner easy to skip on because they know the anniversary is coming up next. And so right here, melt away the fear, increases character's power by 55% when character has damage down. Like, that's so simple, right? And it's just Mina here with her acid cloak. Like, it doesn't, I don't know what to say about it. It's honestly, the art's not that, like, it's okay. Usually the art team is killing it though. The art on this memory though, not that great. The effect not that great, just an easy pass. And overall, you'll notice kind of a theme for this banner is that like the memories aren't that great, the character's not that great, the memories aren't that bad, the character's not that bad, they're just okay, you know, and that definitely fits the theme of Ojiro. Ojiro is the normal hero, and he's just okay. The new UR memory is called a miner's assertion, apologies, and that gives character the ability to make a last stand 2 times when a wave starts. That's good. When HP is below 50%, increases character's power by 45%, speed by 45%, and once per battle shortens character's action skill cooldown time by 3. This could be a really interesting memory on someone like Mirko, where all of a sudden, you know, she's about to die, she has extra last stand, she gets extra speed, extra power, and she shortens her action skill cooldown time. This could be really good on a character like that. But outside of a character like Mirko in PvP, I don't see this memory being a lot of use. Even in PvP, I don't know that it will be a lot of use because there's just so many other like things to take into account, right? But at the very least, the one thing I can say about this memory, this is probably like one of the best things on the banner in my opinion, is the art. I absolutely love this moment in the anime. I love like this capture of the art right here, the capture of this moment. The art team is always killing it, guys. I'm telling you. The SR memory, maybe not so much, but this UR memory looks phenomenal. And now for the moment you all been waiting for, let's talk about the normal hero, Ojiro. Ojiro's plus ultra move is called Tail Fist Attack. It gives the character the ability to overwhelm for 4 turns. I just find that personally so funny. Ojiro having overwhelm, like Fantasy Bakugo is one of the only other characters to have overwhelm. There's a couple of them, but he's like the main one, you know, that everybody thinks of when you think of overwhelm. So for Ojiro to have overwhelm, it's just kind of funny, but like that's going to make him more ideal and make him do a decent amount of damage. So just keep that in mind. Ojiro is going to be like a pretty decent damage dealer simply because of the overwhelm after he does his plus ultra. The rest of his plus ultra deals 650% damage to a single opponent. Also increases character's action skill impact by 30% for 5 turns. So not only does he get overwhelm, he also increases his action skill impact by 30% for 5 turns. So that's also really good as well. So he's just going to hit like a truck after he does his plus ultra, and he's basically going to be a hard-hitting character. The problem with Ojiro is he's not going to have like Pierce or Bullseye or any of those other things that other characters have that make them really good. His first action skill is called Tornado Tail Dance. It deals 400% damage to a single opponent. Also increases action skill impact of all allies by 10% for 8 turns when used in a successfully executed skill chain. 8 turns is a ridiculous amount of turns, but it is a small percentage of only 10%. But he is increasing the action skill impact of all allies when used in a successfully executed skill chain. So that's a technical hit as well. And this is one of the only characters to, I think, ever do this for this many turns for allies, so it'll be interesting to see how that works out. And it's nice that he does have the technical, so that gives him a little bit of use in VE Tower, I guess, but I mean, I don't really know how much in the long run compared, you know, when looking at the rest of his kit. The rest of this action skill increases skill impact by 40% if the opponent is a strength type character. So now we're moving into, and they might be doing this more in the future, I've kind of mentioned it in the past, a character that specifically targets, I think this is one of our first UR characters that specifically targets another type of character. So Ojiro is going to be really, really good against strength type characters. You want to take on All for One Climax Battle? This guy is going to be a beast in All for One Climax Battle. But this really does make me think that during the anniversary, because they are coming out with this type of character right now before the anniversary that targets a specific type of character, that maybe they're going to release a new event that requires you to use specific types of characters or specific teams of characters or things like that, which is what I feel like the game has really been lacking for a while. Like stipulations on certain battles where you have to use an all strength team or an all ABL team, or where you have to use an all UA high team or an all villain team, things like that. So if they add content to the game like that, that might be coming for the anniversary, and this Ojiro right here gives me a lot of hope for that. His second action skill is called Fist of the Tail. Swamp Smack Spin. That is a mouthful. Swamp Smack Spin. Anyways, deals 250% damage to all opponents, so an attack haul is decent, right? And he decreases the defense of all opponents by 15% for 3 turns. Decreasing defense of opponents, like, that's not something to gloss over. It's actually pretty good and can be pretty useful. So just keep that in mind, that he does do that to all opponents. That can be, combine him with a couple of other, you know, defense down characters, and you can have an interesting team. I think we're getting now into the point of the game where we have more defense down, defense up characters, speed up, speed down, like a lot more of these characters that you can combine to make funky combinations with, that it can really shake up the game and make the game a lot more fun to play. The rest of this action skill increases skill impact by 40% if the opponent is a strength type character. So there's that strength type targeting again. He does have 4 turn cooldowns on both his action skills, so that is actually really good in terms of cooldowns. His first auto skill is called Sincere Fighter. Increases action skill impact of all ally ABL type characters by 25%. So there it is. He's helping a mono ABL type team. And then once per battle, gives character the ability to make a last stand 1 time when HP is below 50%. That last stand is nice, and then obviously if you paired it with the new UR memory, he would have 3 last stands, making him, you know, have pretty good survivability. But it sucks that you would have to rely on a memory just to get the last stand to give him survivability. He's like not as good as Mirko, but he's very similar to Mirko. He's like a support version of Mirko. He supports the team better than Mirko does, but he doesn't have the survivability of Mirko. But he does have 1 last stand at the very least, and they're the same typing. So I feel like him and Mirko on a team, on a mono ABL type team, would be very interesting. His second auto skill is called Bounding Tail. Every turn increases character skill impact by 5% for 5 turns, so he just gets stronger as time goes on. Like I was saying before, with his plus ultra, that increases his skill impact and gives him the ability to overwhelm. So he's just going to be, you know, hitting hard as time goes on. And then he also reduces damage to character by 3% for 5 turns, giving him a little bit more tankability. And by the 5th turn, you know, he'll have a decent amount of tankability. Is that the most defense in the game? No, but it helps him out a little bit, gives him a little bit of survivability. So overall, Ojiro, he's just looking very, you know, okay. He's not like I said, he's not looking great. He's not looking bad by any means. He's okay, and I don't know where he's going to fit into content in the game. Climax Battle, I guarantee you he will smash Climax Battle. He might be able to make some interesting PvP teams, but with the way the PvP meta is going right now, I don't know if he's really going to fit in there. In terms of VE Tower, he has 1 technical hit, so I mean... Yeah, no, 2 technical hits. Sorry, he has a technical hit right here on this skill as well. Apologies, I read that wrong. He has 2 technical hits, but so like it's still not that great. That's all he really has going for him in terms of VE Tower. So he's an okay character, right, guys? But let's take a look at his arts and decide. I mean, even his arts are just. His arts are okay. Like this is okay, right? It's not anything super for a UR character. This is not super spectacular. I don't care what you guys say. There's not even a point in arguing, you know, like I love new characters. I love Ojiro, but like how do you make his art cool, to be fair? You know, to be fair to the art team, how do you make it cool? This is about as cool as it gets, really. He's got some rocks flying around from his tail, and you know, it is what it is, but Ojiro's coming to the game. Let's go ahead and take a look at his plus ultra. This plus ultra is provided courtesy of Hydros Impact. If you guys haven't checked out his YouTube channel yet, go check that out. Let's go ahead and see what he can do. This is going to be my first time watching Ojiro's plus ultra, so I will be reacting to it with you guys. Okay, very, you know, he's just a martial artist. He's just very normal, but then, okay, at least at the very end, he uses his tail. So for the whole thing, I don't think he uses his tail once. He literally is just fighting. He's literally just having a fist fight. But then at the end, we got the tail smackdown. Oh man, it's so dumb. Like it's not dumb in a bad way. It's dumb in a good way. It's funny. I enjoy it. Like one more time, we gotta watch it one more time, right? He's literally just this is the hero, man. This is the best hero because he doesn't need powers, right? He just fights people. He just literally fights people. It's so funny. Oh man, Ojiro, my guy. You got shafted in the quirk department compared to some of the others. Like you know what, having just a tail might be worse than being quirkless like Deku. It's hard to say who would have been better in a fight, quirkless Deku. When like I remember when I don't know what's better, quirkless Deku or Ojiro. Oh man. Anyways, guys, that is all the new stuff coming to My Hero Ultra Impact before the anniversary. There will be an update on the anniversary towards the end of the month. So if you guys want the news on that and you're not already subscribed, please go down there and hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I need your help to do it. Thank you. Massive shout out to everybody that has subscribed so far. It means the world to me. Like genuinely, thank you guys so much. To everybody that likes my videos, videos and comments on my videos. Same thing to you guys. Thank you so much. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please go down there and hit that like button once again and leave me some comments once again about what you think about Ojiro. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.